What it do, YouTube? B. Kelly back again with another banger. Today's video is going to be about Jared Lorenzen, the Hefty Lefty. As many of y'all may know, he died a couple days ago at the age of 38. This video is going to be in memory of him. In high school at Highlands High School in Fort Thomas, Kentucky, Jared Lorenzen was a three-sport athlete. He played football, basketball, and baseball. Football was definitely his best sport, as in his senior season, he went 15-0 and won state and was awarded the Mr. Football Award in Kentucky, and he was ranked number 19 as a senior in the nation. He would then commit to the University of Kentucky and start 41 games during his career out of the 43 he played in. In his first season at Kentucky, he only completed 57% of his passes, but he threw 3,687 passing yards, but he threw 19 touchdowns and 21 interceptions. But he was also a guy who liked to rush the ball quite a bit too, as he had 140 yards on the ground with 5 touchdowns that season as well. In his sophomore season, he only played 8 games, and he did complete 57% of his passes again. But since he played in less games, he didn't throw the ball for as many yards, as he only threw for about 2,000 yards. But he did throw 19 touchdowns with 7 interceptions, but his rushing yards did go down as a result of playing in less games. In his junior year, his passing yards have gone down quite a bit still from his first season. He did complete 56% of his passes, but he still only threw 2,267 yards. But he did throw 24 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions, but his rushing game this season was bad. 60 attempts with negative 51 yards. Now in his final season as a Wildcat, he completed 57% of his passes, throwing for 2,221 yards with 16 touchdowns and 8 interceptions, but he only had 75 rushing yards this season. Lorenzen set school records in total offense, passing yards, and passing touchdowns. But despite all he did for the Kentucky football team, he did not hear his name called in the 2004 NFL Draft. After going undrafted, he got signed by the Giants, where he would spend 3 seasons at and win a Super Bowl with. The Hefty Lefty would only play in 4 games during his NFL career, only throwing 8 passes, but he did complete 50% of them. In 2008, he actually did sign with the Indianapolis Colts, but he did not make the final roster, being cut off the team. Some of the biggest reasons why the Hefty Lefty couldn't stay in the NFL was due to his weight problem. He constantly had a weight problem, going up in weight every season he played in the league. After his stint in the NFL, he would sign with the Kentucky Horsemen of the Arena Football League 2. But the team went bankrupt in his first season, and he didn't get to do very much. After coaching in 2010 as alma mater Highlands High School, he would become the GM and starting quarterback for the Northern Kentucky River Monsters, where he would win the league's MVP, and after that season, he would become commissioner of the league in the 2011 season. But after having a good season with the River Monsters, he wanted to play in a better indoor football league. He went to the Continental Indoor Football League to play with the Owensboro Rage, but the Rage folded 2 weeks prior to the end of the season due to financial distress. In his return to the River Monsters, he grew to be an internet sensation due to some highlights that were shared on social media of him playing some football for them. But he would end his pro football career 2 weeks into the season after he broke his tibia. After ending his pro football career, he would be a guest host for the Kentucky Sports Radio Show, mainly during the University of Kentucky's football season in 2015, and he also started his own t-shirt company known as Throwboy Tees. And in 2017, he launched the Jared Lorenzen Project, where he would post about his battle with obesity and weighing over 500 pounds, and how he would document his story of trying to lose weight. In 2018, it has been discovered that he lost over 100 pounds. But on July 3rd, 2019, Jared Lorenzen died at the young age of 38 from an acute infection complicated by heart and kidney problems. Rest in peace to a legend.